Hello everybody, there's a door for here. We're gonna get back into this. I forgot to change the picture. Hold up. Oh, sorry. Okay, anyway, let's get back into this. Okay. So, everyone made their house. It's pretty just normal, Everything is going fine. So people, everyone got their gear. Everyone's fine. Except for Jay Slat. Jay Slat doesn't want gear. He doesn't want, these swords that Izuku is making. And which one should we get to first? There's two arts that I've made up, but I don't know which one I should get to first. I'm gonna go to that one, so it'd be harder for them, and that one. No, I can't do that one. Yes, okay. I know how I'm gonna do it. Okay. So, one day, just when you see Izuku on the wall, he's sitting there. And then there's these weird people. They're not they're not people they're not people. They're technically not people. But they have same features as people. But they're not. They're different. They're a completely different kind of species, a different kind of race. They're not the same. They're similar but not the same. It's like monkeys and humans pretty much. So their skin's gray and have their skin's gray and they seem to be holding around crossbows. But yeah, anyway. Izuku would these pillagers, which is what they are. You all know that. We know that. Anyway, or start shooting at Izuku, and Izuku fucking starts firing arrows back at them, and he would jump down and end up killing them all. I don't know how else to tell you other than he just fucking jumped down and just sliced them in half. He fucking folded them. Anyway, as one of them would be what are they called again? Captains, commanders, whatever they're called again. The ones carrying the flags. He would end up killing one, which I don't get how it works. But let's just say, the moment he killed one, there's they have a certain thing planted into the that pillager to show that it died. It's not so. I don't know what else to explain to you. I just have to kind of do it. So they know where they were going. So Izuku's, once he killed them, they pretty much made it so then his town would be raided. Well, either way, if he killed them or did not, they would have been raided anyway, because the pillagers would have come back with more troops, because there's this big ass wall. So little that too, Izuku knew that they were about to be, you know. What am I thinking of? He's just pretty much, done. He didn't know that there's going to be this raid that I'm gonna say will happen tomorrow, because this is in the middle of the day. They're not gonna come by at night. Probably would be better if they did come in. Yeah, they'll come in at night. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. Izuku would, considerably just be there. The wall is finally fully finished, thanks to Niki's help. They say Nikki. Fucking, I'm stupid. Anyway, this help. It's finally fully finished. It kind of does. It's like now. It's kind of just like a circle that connects to the mountain. You know, the mountain's pretty much that wall to them, which is pretty much their mine. Which is where Tommy because Tommy's usually the one mining because of his quirk inventory. He's capable of holding as much stuff as he possibly can. He doesn't have like infinite inventory, but he has a lot. Which, Izuku, Dead Knight, Izuku, let's say, Izuku, who's another person that because I'm not going to do Technoblade, because Technoblade that would make this raid pretty fucking easy for them. So, Izuku, Quackity, let's say, and also, George? Sure, yeah. Those three are watching this thing, and, all of a sudden, Izuku sees more of these guys come, and, they would start to try to break down the door as Izuku would start attacking them. At some point, he notices that there's a fucking lot of them. There's like a whole on wave of these fucking people. He's like, shit. So, he would have to the gate would be destroyed. And then Izuku would instantaneously, he would, what would they have as an alarm? Like, some sort of alert to everyone else that they're being attacked. Or their wall has been destroyed. I'm gonna say, like, some sort of horn. You hear, like, a horn be playing out, which Izuku just blows through, which he lifts up his mask just a little bit so he can see his mouth. And this is a loud-ass horn. Everyone would, wake up. Well, kinda. Not everyone. Some people would still stay asleep, But it certainly fucking notified that Quackity and George that the fucking, the door has been destroyed. As you see as Quackity and George would rush over, and you see, they would see Izuku fighting off this fucking huge-ass horde of weird people. They would join in on the fight, and, they would continue to not slaughter, but they would kill a lot of them. And then, let's say, Puffy would come out, she was like, what the fuck? And he would see these three fighting off these things. Has it been a year yet? It's probably been a year yet, so, yeah, probably. Tommy's now 18, so now he lives on his own probably now. Hold up. Sorry about that, I just needed to do something. But moving on. So yeah, Puffy would come out and see all these three are fighting off this huge ass horde of the human like things, which she would join, which slowly but surely everyone would start to join. And they would start killing these things, which then, they would bring in, what are they called again? I can't remember what they're called. Those fucking big ass things. Those big ass, beasts. What are they called again? I don't know. I don't remember. They would bring in pretty much all the troops, everything, whatever those fucking mage things are called again as well. They would bring in them, and, fucking everyone's outside by this point, except for J-Slat. J-Slat has, no gear. All he's doing is, sitting in his bar, and he starts drinking, because, he got woken up by this fucking loud-ass horn outside. He's kind of pissed off. Let's say that some, slip by, and they actually come to the bar, which, that was the worst mistake ever, because J-Slat He's tough. I'm going to tell you guys this right now. He's going to be tough in this. And he's also, another thing is that if you threaten his fucking bar, oh, you're fucked. Like, he fucking loves this bar. Like, you know, he may not show it much, but you can tell that he loves this bar. You know, you'd see him clean it every day. You know, he would clean it. You know, he would always make sure it looks the best it can. You know, and then so like let's say like 3 slip by. They come into this bar and then fucking they see just Jay Slat. He's sitting there drinking, and you know he looks over to his left and he's like, "You want a drink?" You know, and then let's say one of them fires an arrow at him, which he just dodges it, and he's like, "I'll consider that a no," as he would reach for the fucking arrow and just pull it out, and like you'd like see him, and he would get pissed, like pissed. He would transform into his form, and then you know he would flip the arrows into his hand like a fucking like how he would hold a dart, and he would literally fucking just like throw it at one of them, and it would stab right into their goddamn head like a dart. Like, you know, and then you know this whole on like just little thing because this kind of happens in here is and you know I'm gonna spare you the details to what happened there, but I'm not gonna spare you the details. You'll see the aftermath of it, but you know we're just gonna cut from that scene over there. You could tell what's gonna happen. You know, they pretty much, you know, everyone's kind of fighting in their own little group. You know, obviously the kids aren't there like Fundy, which I think are now 5 to, yeah, 5. They're now 5. Like Fundy, Rambo, and what the Sam. Obviously they're not there. Oh, but yeah. So what's his name? Anyway, yeah. I don't know what else to get into here, guy, for you guys, other than you know they pretty much deal with this horde of them, and you know they brought whatever those weird mages were again. I'm gonna say like 3 of them because like this was a pretty big place. They didn't know like what their forces was, and it seems like one of them literally only one of them took like a couple seconds to slaughter like a couple guys, you know. So you know whatever those guys who dropped the totems of undying are called again. Because usually I don't do that shit. Because usually I don't have, like, ever get a time to do that shit. Or I don't have a fucking map to a Woodland Mansion. Which I had one that was, like, a fucking million. I got one, but the fucking thing, the Woodland Mansion was a million fucking miles away. And I ended up dying on the way. So I was like, God fucking damn it. It took me, like, 5 fucking nights until I died. And I was like, I really fucking hate this game. Just gonna tell you guys a little something about how the fuck I hated that so much. Moving on. You know, let's say there's 3 of them, and Izuku picks up these totems of undying, not knowing what the fuck they are. You know, Izuku continues to, like, eat some bread while Philza would tend to the wounded. J-Slat, you know, Izuku, and I'm gonna leave it off there, actually, yeah. I'll leave it off there, and I'll get to what fucking happened in the morning.